I'm Marcy, and I'm Bert's partner. I have no farming experience, just here to get knowledge and maybe one day we will have our own thing going. I would like to get a garden started and do some stuff and just go a different way with something to do.
Hola, mi nombre es Bonifacio Guerrero y buenas tardes a todos.
My name is Bonifacio Guerrero. Good afternoon or good evening to everyone.
Yo soy originario de San Luis Potosí, México.
I'm from
San Luis Potosí, México.
San Luis, Mexico.
Y mi papá, prácticamente mi familia hemos crecido en el campo con animales, vacas de leche.
So my dad, my whole family, we all grew up in the country.
También
We
ha
had
crecido
dairy cows.
Plantas de aguacate y huertas de tomate también.
Avocado, tomato, all kinds of stuff.
Crecí con él trabajando en el campo hasta los 19 años, cuando vine para Estados Unidos.
With him working in the country until in the fields until I was 19 when I came to the United States.
Mis trabajos aquí han sido trabajar en restaurantes y en lecherías.
So most of my work here has been working in restaurants and dairies.
Y actualmente yo tengo mi propio negocio de comida mexicana y me gusta el campo, por eso es que quiero aprender más de la agricultura.
So I currently have a Mexican food business, but my real love is agriculture, so I want to learn more about farming.
Y es por eso que vi de la clase y quise venir y me interesa la rama de todo lo orgánico.
So
es
yeah,
lo que me interesa.
So I decided to enroll in the
Aprender.
class, and I'm really interested in the whole sort of organic farming branch of agriculture.
Y es todo. Gracias.
That's it. Thank you.
My name is Steve Laspaluto, and I have a small farm, actually not too far from here on Dunbar Road. I met Sarita last year when she brought the class out as part of one of her field days. The name of my farm is Dunbar Gardens. I've been in the Skagit Valley since 1994. I've been farming since around 1982. Moved up to Washington in 83, have lived out on the Olympic Peninsula, down in the Puyallup Valley, and then when I went to buy a farm, I moved up here to the Skagit. I've mostly done row crop type agriculture, primarily vegetables, some berries, some tree fruits as well. Right, and at a variety of scales as well. It's mostly been direct marketing. I've direct marketed to restaurants, retail stand, and done farmers markets as well. Currently kind of downsizing my produce and have moved towards growing basketry willow. I'm married to a willow basket maker, and so that's kind of become the focus of our business. You can find out a little bit more about my farm on the web if you want. I've got a website, it's called dunbargardens.com. Got a Facebook page too for those of you that are on Facebook. So that's sort of the tech side of that. Sarita invited me over to kind of sit in on some of the classes and maybe get a little more involved, hands-on when we get into springtime, when people get going. So that's kind of why I came out.
Yeah. So
And I'd just like to add, I'm really impressed with the turnout here. I wasn't expecting, this many people and diverse kind of interests and backgrounds. It's impressive.
Thanks for going. Yeah, to clarify, we're courting Steve for a senior farming mentor position with WSU. So yeah, ask him lots of questions and engage him deeply and passionately so he sticks around.
Hi, I'm Darren, and I'm Stanwood. I'm born and raised, lived in this area my entire life. Farming experience, not much. I've raised some pigs, some chickens, got a little garden. It's like some of these other people around here. It's get a little bit bigger every year, so I hope to improve on that. Knowledge and skills. If I want to build jet airplanes, I don't have much. I've quit building airplanes about 10 years ago and dabbled in several different things. The wife says I need to figure something out, so here I am. If this doesn't work, I'll be building airplanes again. So hopefully I can turn the land I have into something that maybe can produce a little income, so something to do here. Not much more other than one thing that I do is I do make biodiesel, so I do have a little bit of knowledge in that.
You make your own what?
Biodiesel.
Biodiesel.
Yeah, I got a couple local restaurants. I got Maxdale's just down the road here, then another restaurant in Stanton I get oil from, and I put it in my truck and I drive it around, and now that my son's driving, it's been a little bit of a help because he drives back and forth to college and works up here, so it helps out a little bit. So that's about it. I hope to gain enough knowledge to hopefully do something with the land I have. Tired of paying the neighbor kid to mow it.
I'll stand up. I'm Ann. I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas. I went to college in Austin and most recently lived in Dallas before moving up here with my husband about 2 years ago. Outside of Dallas, we started working in a biodynamic and permaculture sprout operation. So we know a little bit about sprouts. Garlic, and we also started a CSA there at the farm. We moved up here and I work for a nonprofit in Mount Vernon called the Northwest Agriculture Business Center. I work on a project called the Puget Sound Food Network, which connects wholesale buyers with wholesale food producers. So I can talk to you guys about marketing, about getting into a wholesale market. We are going to close on a house on 2 acres of land on September 30th and start a farm. I also have an interest in medicinal herbs, so food is medicine, let's talk. That's it.
Yeah, my name's Jonah. I'm not from Texas. I grew up in the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania, but I met my wife in Texas when we went to school at the University of Texas in Austin.
Go Longhorns.
Yeah, so we're both Longhorns. We bleed burnt orange. This is all during college football season, so, you know, I'll try not to bore you guys with that. When I moved to Texas right in high school, I started working hay farms with my uncles, doing all kinds of stuff with that, a little bit of cattle. I worked on a pecan farm for a little while, doing mainly agricultural structural work. The farm that we worked at, the little sprout farm that we worked at in Denton, Texas, I mainly did agricultural structural work. I'm a mechanical engineer. Let's see. Yeah, right now I'm learning about troubleshooting large diesel engines, so that's been interesting. Thanks. And I really enjoy that there is a diversity here and that everybody has different interests, and I thank everybody for coming, and I'm looking forward to learning and growing with you.
Yeah, again, thank you for letting me be here, and it's great to come here with people who want to steward and make the effort to grow food. My name's John Harmon. I grew up down in Woodinville and went to school up in Bellingham. Got a chemistry degree with an emphasis in education and environmentalism, or environmental chemistry. So I've always been passionate about food and surrounded my people with people who enjoy that. And I've just been a carpenter for so many years and played in some gardens here, played with some bunnies or some horses here and there, but never really had a chance to settle my roots and have a chance to give back to the community in that way. That gives us sustenance and also community and the healing aspect of growing it and coming together and sharing. So, thank you.
My name is James Lyon, and I took the class earlier this year, the business planning course, and it's really true. You get out of this course what you put into it. A really great course. I live in Mount Vernon. I grew up in Orange County, California, on one of the last agricultural plots in the county, and it has about 1,000 houses on it. My farming experience goes back to about last year. This time last year, we bought a herd of goats, and our intention was to do dairy, and we're kind of scaling back a little bit. Earlier this summer, we planted a market garden that never went to market. It was 20,000 square feet of weeds, so we're hoping to do a little bit better next time, and that's one of the reasons I'm in this class. We also have pigs. We have 2 sows, 11 babies, and hopefully by this time tomorrow, 15 more. So we'll see. My other skills, I'm a carpenter by trade, build a lot of stuff, everything. I'm extremely hard of hearing. So if you guys are talking to me on my right side, I won't hear you. If you're on my left side, I will, but I'll think you're over there. My wife is not here. Her name is Brianna. Hopefully she'll be here for all the other classes, and she wants to start keeping bees. So we think it's a good match. We're farming out in Memorial Highway and Highway 20. So yeah, and I'm always open for any input or help anybody out if you guys want to do a work trade or something.
Mi nombre es Salvio, llevo 9 años viviendo aquí en Burlington.
My name is Salvio. I've been in Burlington for 20 years.
Yo soy de Oaxaca, México,
I'm from Oaxaca, Mexico.
y casi toda mi niñez he trabajado en el campo con mi papá y he ayudado a él a la siembra de maíz y tomatillos, tomates y cilantro y etcétera, etcétera.
Almost all of my childhood, I worked with my dad in the fields, planting corn, tomatoes, tomatillos, cilantro, etc.
Y me interesa mucho este curso porque si no puedo hacer un negocio, pues me gustaría aprender cómo cultivar para siquiera